bell. We're just about set to go here. It's round 8 from Punt Road Oval. Here's Phil Crooks to get us underway.
Sam Michael, he is kicking to the Swan Street end, or the southern end of Punt Road, the Bombers. Marrick gets the tap down. Moore can't quite take it. Wallace lays a tackle. Ball just gets... I'm not sure how it got out of there, Leedsy, but it got out of there. The ball comes into Essendon's defensive 50. Good handball by Long to Ashby. Comes to centre wing. Over the top. Few Bombers there close to the boundary line, and there's a whistle. Rugged footy. Boundary umpire to throw it in. Bang on centre wing.
Cofield's got Redmond.
Grandstand side of the ground. Be interested to see Mason Redmond. He's had a good little spell in the ones. Played quite good. Neither ruckman get to the contest. Marcon can't clear. Bit of a pack develops. Attracts a bit of a crowd.
Scholl has gone to Langford, Crooksy.
The ball will be thrown up. We're still on centre wing. Bombers in the traditional strip. Marrick gets the tap away. Aaron Heppel applies a tackle. And the umpire says, no, I will toss it up. Just above the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander flags. Jake Long on there, very appropriate. Tigers to let the clearing kick through Jacob Townsend. He's on centre wing. He kicks to half forward. Got the man on the lead, and it's big Liam McBean. Wheels around on the right. Kicks deep inside 50. They're looking for a mark, and a mark they've got, the Tigers. And just at the back of the pack, beautiful work there. Worked his man underneath it. And Callum Moore, former Calder Cannon, will take the kick at goal. He is 20 metres out, 25-degree angle. He's kicking to the northern end of the ground. Should be a goal to kick off Richmond's day. Lays back on it, skinny to the left. Put the curse on him, that's what we're here for, Leedsy.
Did the trick, did Phil Crooks on Essendon VFL Radio, and McNeese will do the kicking in for the Bombers. As Crooksy said, at the northern end, half the ground in shadows, believe it or not, at Punt Road here. Long ball in, looking for and getting a good effort in the air from Grimley. Got a little throw out, that was okay to Hams. Umpire didn't see it, so it didn't happen. Back to Ashby, long ball down the line, and big ball to be won. It's Gale who fists it over. Slightly attacking side of centre wing, Crooksy.
We should mention the skipper representing Victoria, Daniel Coughlin. We haven't got him today.
Yeah,
he'll be hard to replace.
Busy on other duties, knocked back. And it's going to be forced forward for Essendon by Schroeder. Gets it to half forward. There's no mark though. Essendon going to come away with the footy here. Short. Composure across half back. That was okay. Found Broad, who releases them further across the half-back line. Gale's on the outer side. He's taken the mark and directs this nicely down the wing. Nice start for Moore, who's had his hands on it a couple of times in the opening 2.5 minutes. 3 gone now in the opening term. He kicks a high ball. Now, there's some timber under this one. At the back, McBean, he couldn't take it. Heppel read it best off hands. Little handball over the top. Couldn't find a teammate. Half the players wanted / thought it was out. Marrick was there to pick it up. He got the handball away. Chance for Townsend round the left, and he's kicked a behind. So Richmond 2 behinds to start the day. 3.5 gone, opening turn.
Ashby with the flowing locks, kicks to himself, kicks to the grandstand side. They need a mark. Kick sways. Had a bit of outswing in it. Richmond to take the resultant free kick. Just underneath us here. Good little crowd. This is a bit of dispute whether it was. No, he's going to get the free kick. Maybe or Scholl. Kick straight up inside 50, close to the goal square. That's Callum Moore again. He is everywhere. Moore. He's thinking about passing it, but just pretend that you're going to do it, Callum, and go back and take your kick. He is on a severe angle. He's standing right on the boundary line. He's only 15. He goes around, kicks, skinny again. 3rd behind for the Tigers. Essendon VFL Radio, the Richmond 3 behinds, 3 points. Essendon yet to score. We're 4.5 minutes in on Essendon VFL Radio.
So again, McNeese to do the kicking in. Little
Whoop.
dangerous ball over the top. McBean got in the way. Hands on it quickly around to Butler. Little underground. It didn't quite work. Bombers have to defend now, and the free kick will go to Richmond. Townsend's going to be the man to take it for too high. So it's fair to say that it's been all the Tigers' early stages. 5 gone first term. They have 3 behinds and a shot on goal from 40 out on a 45-degree angle.
Looks like he might have got one just around the nose area. Looks a bit flush in the face. Bit reminiscent of last week, Leedsy.
Yes, slow start. Cruelled the Bombers in just about every of the quarters that they played. Townsend with a chance to just get them away here, Richmond. And again, it's just dragged to the left. There might just be a tricky breeze to contend with down there. 4 behinds, 4-0, 6 gone in this opening term.
Ashby getting plenty of the ball, kicking out. He kicks long, but it's Richmond in front. Mark paid. And the mark there will go to Daniel Cofield. He's the 23rd man for Richmond. Nash Holmes, the 23rd man for the Bombers. Cofield, he spots up someone inside 50. Long, quick hands, gets it out, intercepted. Ball in dispute. Attracts a bit of a crowd. Everyone looks at the umpire and says, "What do you think?" He says, "I think I'll throw it up." We're 40 metres out from the Tigers' goal, northern end. Just a shank out of the air. Plenty of Tigers there. Snap at goal. Another behind. I think that was Moore again. He's in early for the votes.
Being made to work hard for his first goal of the year.
McNeese brings the ball in. Oh, they're worrying me. Hams, north of 35 possessions last week. I get worried.
Strong from Comer.
Nick Comer. We're still inside defensive 50. He kicks to centre wing. And that is over the boundary line and out of bounds. We're between wing and half forward, right in front of the Jack Dyer grandstand, full of patrons. Just getting in early for the double header. Dreamtime at the G follows. Up they go. Sam Michael, Hams, Jackson Merritt, quick hands, misses long. Hams in there. Whistle blows. Free kick to the Tigers, and this will be taken by Anthony Scott. There's a couple of kicks out from goal. He kicks to the half forward, close to the boundary line. Bomber defender said over the boundary line, out of bounds. 5 behind the Tigers. The Bombers yet to really get past the centre line. And we are almost 8 minutes into the first quarter on Essendon VFL Radio.
Yeah, defence being tested early going here for Essendon. Merritt, quick hands through traffic. That was okay for Piet. He looked for the outlier but couldn't find him. The boundary line won the day. Redmond was beaten and it'll be tossed back in. So just a little bit happening out there with Townsend and Hams and Andrew Moore on Merritt. We'll keep an eye on all of that unfolding. Here's Townsend and Hams close off the footy and now close on it. Now Moore is tossed over the line as well. So Piet doesn't mind that sort of stuff. We've seen that last week and he's just going to toddle off back to the next contest.
Oh, he'll mix it. Don't you worry about that. Put your house on it.
Half forward. Richmond attacking. We'll give that one to Michael. Townsend had first hands. Might have been taken high. Allowed to go on. Good stuff. Merritt just bustled his way through. Little one from Long. That was Redmond. Well tackled. Couldn't get an effective touch away. Moore just tumbled at 25. And that will do. Under pressure. And there's plenty of it in this one. 9 gone opening term. Richmond 5 behind. Essendon yet to score. Bombers barely been over the halfway mark. Just the 3 wins so far in 2016. Good stuff from Michael. Got it away to Long. Well tackled by Silvestro from the Tigers. Now ball to be won at ground level. Long went in, as did Redmond. Got the handball away but couldn't find a teammate initially. Gee, there's plenty of players around this one. And the umpire will come in and toss it up. 53 away from Richmond's goal line at the northern end of the ground. 9.5 gone opening term. Essendon 0, Richmond 5.
Tossed up. Piet gets driven into the dirt. Now the ball gets shovelled out. Ashby's in there for Essendon. Hams. Marrick. Marrick has sort of a flying kick. Hard to describe. Williams gets tackled, rolled. It ain't pretty, folks. Let me tell you. Temper's just getting a little bit frayed.
It's fierce, though, isn't it? It's not easy for either side.
Nice little tap out to Moore. Pitt bursts his way through, gives the look away. Hams has got it. Now we get into the forward line for the Bombers, but it's Scholl on half-back. Little left footer into the middle. Finds Adam Marcon. Marcon squares it up. Tigers on half-back. They decide to send it back from whence it came. Scholl's got it. Oh, scrubby old kick. Oh, now he can't pick it up. He's got enough time. Now he hasn't. Tackled, dispossessed. Good work, Langford to Peart. Lays off the handball to McNeese. Puts in the little shorty to Comma. Gee, that just travelled. Just travelled the required distance. Now he's got a man freezer. Out wide, inside 50 for the first decent shot at goal for the Dons. The only shot at goal for the Dons. And he is kicking to the Swan Street or Brunton Avenue end.
Oh, sting Richmond if you can.
Well, we could take the lead right here. We've had one 4A forward. Freezer. Appropriate name for the day. He comes in. He's a left footer. Kicks from just inside 50. It'll land in the square. Oh, we might have a mark. And as Langford has marked, Jack Langford, the boy from McLeod Footy Club, has marked this. He is only 11 metres out, 45-degree angle. He will put this one on the 4.15 to Pakenham if he gives it a near enough ride. Langford, we're right behind him. Comes in. Kicks straight through the middle. First goal on the board for the Bombers. Essendon VFL Radio. Essendon 1 goal straight, 6. Richmond are 5 behind, 5. And we are, Leedsy, 12 and a half minutes into the first quarter on Essendon VFL Radio.
So Langford gets his 12th of the year, having done a bit of work in the back 50 as well as the front half. And again, proving a very valuable player for the Bombers.
And represented McLeod a few times too, in between. So it's a stellar performance.
That's a real blow to the Tigers. They've had all of the play. And it's the Bombers who lead by a point. Back in the middle, going to be Schroeder, along with Wallace. Ashby gets his hands on it. He's taken off the ball. Ball to be won now, and it's the first game up. Holmes, who's trying to work his way through traffic, is happy to take the contact of the body as pick up the ball there, and he's going to go in and try and lay a tackle here again. Yeah, there's an appetite for the footy, and amongst all that, somehow he came up with it, and he was in a little bit of trouble just for a moment. I thought he might have dragged it in, but the umpires said, give it to me, or do it all again. So Holmes into the thick of the action. We'll keep an eye on him for you Bomber fans as it's knocked away from this initial clearance. McKenna comes in to lay a tackle, and Markov is going nowhere. Plenty of stoppages in this one. McKenna's going to clear the space though, inside the 50. Scholl comes out and takes a nice mark and relieves things for Richmond. 45 out from his defensive goal line. Train station end. He's just going to go on his left boot. You can hear the anguish of the Tiger fans in the Jack Dyer stand. They've worked it along the outer wing. 2-on-1 for the Bombers in the air, but it beats the contest. That's not ideal for Essendon.
Oh, no, that's deliberate.
Tom Langford had all sorts of pressure bearing down. We had a pole in the way. I'll hand it over to Crooksy.
Josh Freezer kicks it back close to the boundary line. Now the Bombers, they send it forward, looking for a big mark. Falls to the front and square. Tackle there by Sam Heavyside, wraps him up, going nowhere. The ball will be thrown up. We are 54 metres out from the Bombers' goal. Up they go. Tigers just push the ball forward to centre wing. Freezer in there first for Essendon, and it goes over the boundary line out of bounds. Right in front of the Essendon VFL radio scoreboard. 1 goal straight 6. Richmond 5 behinds. Close to halfway. 15 minutes through the first quarter here. Sam Michael gets the tap down forward. Wallace runs into a bit of trouble. And holding the ball. Good work by the Tigers. They take the resultant free kick. Mark on. In the centre of the ground. Goes at a handball one way, comes back the other. He kicks to half forward. Josh Freezer read it best. Takes the mark on the half-back flank. He looks forward. Is he going to go down the line? No, he's going to go in short. Bombers to switch play. Aaron Francis at fullback. Off a couple of steps, gives it a decent old hoik. Oh, Willie Hams might have been interfered with umpire. Ball kick forward, scrubbing close to the boundary line. Dons keep it in. No, they didn't. And the ball will be thrown in. Good kick by Francis there. Get a lot of distance. Ball to be thrown in. We're bang on centre wing. Up it goes. Sammy Michael taps it down. Richmond. This is through Conker. Goes into the centre. Intercepted by the Dons. Crunch. Play on, says the umpire. Hams is in a half Nelson there. This is WWE. Leedsy. They get dragged off the play.
Undoubtedly. Yeah. Frustrating conditions.
Hams.
That winter chill.
Where's the mud from? Leedsy, by the way. His jumper's covered in mud. He finds Jake Long. Longy on half forward. He's got the long sleeves on. Goes right along the boundary line and he keeps it in. Just. Bombers kick forward. They kick to the hot spot. They need a mark. Comes over the back. Quick hands. Tackled. Tackled again. Tigers. And Richmond will take the resultant free kick through Reece Conker.
Couple of round the ground scores. Hawks by 36 and Power by 22 in the other games across the AFL this afternoon. Here Conker has it back pocket. Tries to get Richmond going. They head along the outer wing underneath the scoreboard. Now it's going to beat the initial contest. Bombers have numbers. Laguda's going to be first there to mop up. He gets the handball to Heppel. Swings it further afield for Freezer. Left foot down the line. Good kick, almost just in the fingertips. Oh, wonderful stuff. Merritt had it, lost it, got it back, drove it inside the 50. Joel got in the way. Nice intercept mark. And he just relieves for the Tigers. That kick's a good one too. Just in the nick of time. Ballard took it, played on quickly. Richmond trying to work their way through the middle of Punt Road Oval. On the end of it, Butler gives the handball away. Dangerous times for Essendon's defence. Ashby's got to go and defend here against McBean. It was a big ask. And McBean took the mark. Forward pocket, 40 to cover. He's around, he wanted to get to the 45-degree angle, but the umpire's pulling him back. He's about 5 in from the boundary line. And he'll kick from inside the arc. Grandstand side. Punt Road Oval. McBean. 15 goals in 2016. Has been the most dangerous of Richmond's forwards. And he's got the opportunity to extend that tally now. He steps in, starts at left, and that's where the majority of them have gone at that end. Well, the scores are level. Richmond have had 6 scoring shots. The Bombers 1. 18.5 gone first term. 202
centimetres, Liam McBean. And played his TAC Cup footy sharing the forward line with Joe Danaher. McNeese brings the ball in. Nice mark for the Dons. Just underneath the grandstand. This is Freezer. He just sinks the left foot. Goes to centre wing. Tapped over the back. Nice clearance there by Drummond. They square it up. They're in the centre of the ground, the Tigers. Now the long kick inside 50. Oh, beautiful mark for Richmond. Looking for 50. And that mark is taken by Anthony Scott. He goes in short. Comes over the back. Bombers have the numbers. Haven't got the footy yet. That attracts a crowd. And the umpire will ball it up. We are 25 metres out, 30 metres out from the Richmond goal. Scores are level. 6 each. Marrick gets the tap. Tackle laid, dispossessed. Little kick out. Jackson Merritt under pressure. Hard footy, trying to handball. And the ball will be thrown up. We're about 5 metres closer, 5 metres to the left. Marrick and Michael twisting, turning, kicked out by the Bombers. Peart, quick hands, free kick to Essendon on the half-back flank. Hams.
Good work by Holmes. It's his first kick.
Hams.
Essendon jumper. Finds Hams.
Switches play. Freezer. Quick hands to Long. He dances around. I think he knows he's got a bit of toe here. He can get round that man. A little bit undecided. Kick smothered. Follows up. Schroeder in there to help. Conker tackled. And the ball will be thrown up. Centre wing, centre square. How many minutes in are we? 21 minutes into the first quarter.
It's Soldo who got it down only as far as Peart, but he was well tackled. Ball's not coming out initially. Holmes is involved here with his hands on the footy. Going to work with Ballard, and we'll call that even Steven. Umpire to come in and toss it up again. Longy's the third man up here. He got it going Essendon's way. Langford chases the footy for Richmond. He might have slid in. Interesting ruling here. Yep. The old sliding in under the knee rule. Claims another victim, so the Bombers have it. Redmond goes on his right boot. Now, struggled to get a mark inside 50. Langford's been the only one looking likely. Came to ground. Here's Merritt. Backtracks. Gets around on his right boot. Heads to the pocket. It's Richmond with the 2-on-1. McKenna. He is dangerous, but he's got 2 to beat here. Chol gets on the end of the handball. Richmond have worked it nicely. Now they just need to be cool. Chol gets on the end of it again. This time his left foot down the line. Effective. And Richmond have looked very composed coming off that half-back line. Ballard takes the mark and squares them off as they just try and work their way across half-back. Drummond retreats. The switch is complete to the opposite pocket where Morris has taken it. He's just sizing up the options. Haven't advanced all that far with the last 8 possessions, but they have looked good with the footy in their hands as Scholl gets it now on his last line of defence. He's going to go on his left boot. Dangerous. Trouble here. Freezer was in front. McKenna came in. Did well not to go too hard and give the free kick away. It's still a contested footy for a moment, but it's going to be Richmond. Markov takes the handball, bounces away, gets on his right boot, goes down the wing. McBean again. Ashby left to do the work on a taller opponent, and McBean can turn and go. He goes through the middle of punt. A big ball to be won. Good stuff, Townsend. Kept his eyes on the footy. Drummond gets on the end of it, gives the handball away. Now they're off and running. Castagna goes inside the 50. Wants a mark from Elton, then he gets it.
Todd Elton there. A couple of undermanned boys down on the defensive lines that are giving away a lot of centimetres.
Yep.
So getting in and marking inside 50, they're ticking off on that. It's the conversion afterwards that's causing all the issues for the Tigers. Todd Elton. He comes in. He's going to kick from about 45 out. Pretty severe angle. The right footer. One of the hardest shots at goal so far, but he's put it through. That's the first for Richmond. They move on to 1 goal, 6-12. The Bombers are 1 goal straight. 6. We are 23 and a half minutes into the first quarter on Essendon VFL Radio, and much deserved for the Tigers. Let's be honest, they've been the attacking team most of the way in this first quarter. They needed to get a goal for all their efforts.
Hawks have blown it out. They lead by 48 points against the Lions, and Power by 21 points, 11 gone in the final term, and that one's an interesting contest.
Grimley and Marrick. Marrick gets the favourable bounce. Now Richmond. They kick deep inside 50. Freezer and McBean. Aaron Heppel releases by hand to Laguda. Back to Aaron Francis. Bombers go forward long. Now the Dons are a chance. Holmes. His kick is misplaced. And the mark is taken by Markov. They come to the grandstand side. Need enough. Tigers to half forward. Good defensive punch. Now the Bombers are a show. They come in. Good work by
yes.
Comma. He kicks inside 50, tried to measure it, just couldn't get it over to the man in front of him. They come along centre wing, the Tigers, man on the lead. Oh, Moore bounces off his chest. He retrieves it close to the boundary line. And he was coming at 100 miles one way and the ball was coming at 100 miles the other way.
You talked about it before the game, Crooksy. I think we're getting to get a bit of a look of Holmes and what he likes about the game.
All right, thrown in and a pack develops. The ball will be tossed up. We are 66 metres out from the Richmond goal, deep in the shadows of quarter time. Moore can't take it for the Tigers. Spills out, mark on, trying to barge his way through. Going nowhere. And the umpire will come in and toss this up again. Rugged rugby-like football. Mark on, gets the tap, wheels around, kicks over his head. Bombers through McNeese on the right foot, close to the boundary line. And I think he was foxing for a deliberate there, letting the ball bounce, but the umpire was having none of it. Ball to be thrown in right in front of the Jack Dyer stand, a full Jack Dyer stand. Up it goes, getting a bit dark here. Feel a bit of rain coming along. Marrick shovels the ball out. Could have been caught high. Castagna gets the kick inside 50. Aaron Francis, Rock of Gibraltar. He handballs straight away to Laguda. He hops on the right boot. He's got a man all out there on his own. This is McLeod. He kicks to half forward. Jackson Merritt wheels around, kicks. Redmond all on his own, inside 50. He has marked this 30 metres out, near enough to directly in front. And this would be a great goal for the Dons.
Best passage of play for the day so far. Crooksy, much better use of the footy and finally found some space inside that forward 50.
And probably set up by Francis handballing as soon as his feet hit the dirt. He didn't muck about. Mason Redmond returning to the VFL after a couple of promising games, and that is sweet off the boot, Bomber boys. That's their second. The Dons move on to 2 goals straight, 12. The Tigers are 1 goal, 6-12. We're 25 and a half minutes into the first quarter here on Essendon VFL Radio.
Can't imagine it will be too long a quarter. 27 and a half now gone. Scores tied up. 7 scoring shots to Richmond and just 2 to Essendon, but that is precious little as we approach quarter time. The Bombers have done the damage when they've been given the opportunity. I'd love to snare one here and just go in with the lead.
Oh.
And we're ready to go in the middle. Good stuff, Schroeder. Sat down, got it to Michael. Looking for Hams, but it was chopped off. And now Hams goes in to force a 50-50 ball. We'll do it all again. Intriguing day. Clouds have come and gone.
Oh.
And now here's Marriage. Oh, went away with it, but Hams just got a touch on it for the smother. Did well. McLeod's in all sorts of pressure. It won't matter. Or might it? The free kick's paid, and Marriage is going to go back. Is he going to have a shot here? He's being told to settle down.
I'll give you the drum. Bernie Quinlan couldn't kick it from there.
He is 80 out, but why not? If it was down to leg size, he'd be the most likely. He gets it to the pocket, but it won't register as score. So quarter time here at Punt Road Oval. Richmond 1-6-12. Essendon 2 straight 12. That first turn going 28-40.